Hi, I am Dr. Akhilesh Gandhi and today I will be answering some common questions men have about hair fall and hair restoration. Question 1. I am a 32-year-old man. My hairline is receding and the crown of my head is becoming thinner. Is this permanent? A slowly receding hairline with thinning on the crown usually suggests male patterned hair loss, also called as androgenetic alopecia. In this condition, some hair follicles are genetically sensitive and over time they become smaller. The hair becomes thinner, shorter, and some follicles may slowly stop producing visible hair. This type of hair loss is usually progressive. That means it can worsen over time without treatment. If an area has been completely bald for a long time, medicines may not bring back much hair over there. But if treatment starts early, it can slow further hair loss, protect existing follicles, and sometimes improve hair thickness as well. A dermatologist may examine your scalp with a dermatoscope, which is a magnifying device. Medicines like Minoxidil and finasteride may be discussed depending upon your hair loss pattern and suitability. These treatments usually take a few months to show results and generally need to be continued to maintain the benefit. One quick nugget you should take away is male pattern hair loss is usually permanent and progressive, but early treatment can protect a lot of existing hair. A key red flag you should know about is sudden heavy shedding, scalp pain, redness, scaling, or hair loss in unusual patches may mean another condition and needs further assessment. So if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, do consult a dermatologist on Practo and get yourself checked out. Next question. I am a 27-year-old man and my doctor has started me on Minoxidil, but my hair fall increased during the second week of treatment itself. Is this normal? Yes. A temporary increase in shedding can happen in the first few weeks after starting Minoxidil. Minoxidil can push some older resting hairs out as the follicles enter into a new growth cycle. So in the beginning, hair fall may look worse before it starts improving. This shedding usually settles in about 4 to 6 weeks. Do not stop the medicine suddenly only because shedding has increased in week 2. Use it exactly as prescribed. Speak to your dermatologist if you are worried about the results. Visible improvement takes time. Reduced hair fall or early regrowth may take 3 to 6 months and full response can take even longer. Minoxidil also needs to be continued along the way. Hair maintained or gained with it can gradually be lost after stopping the medication. Finasteride works a little bit differently. It reduces the hormonal effect that adversely causes follicle shrinking in male patterned hair loss. If you have concerns about sexual or other side effects, discuss them with your doctor instead of stopping the medicine on your own. One quick nugget that you should know about is more shedding after starting Minoxidil can be a part of the treatment response. It does not always mean the medicine is damaging your hair. One important red flag you should consider about is to contact your doctor if severe shedding continues beyond 6 to 8 weeks or if you develop strong scalp irritation, dizziness, palpitation, or swelling. So, if you are experiencing any of these questions in your head, do not live with the confusion and follow up with a dermatologist right here at practo.com. So the next question. I am a 25-year-old man and I suddenly noticed a coin-sized round bald patch on my scalp. Is this permanent and should I be worried? A sudden smooth round bald patch may be something called as alopecia areata. This is an autoimmune disorder where the immune system temporarily targets the hair follicles. The important thing is that the follicles are usually still alive. So the hair loss is not always permanent and regrowth is still possible, but it behaves differently in different people. Some people may get one patch that grows back, whereas some may get newer patches or have recurrence later. A dermatologist will examine the patch and may also check your beard, eyebrows, and nails. Sometimes, few blood tests may be advised depending upon your history and examination. For a small patch, treatment may include corticosteroid injections or medicines applied directly to the scalp to support regrowth. But not every round patch is alopecia areata. A fungal infection can also cause patchy hair loss, usually with itching, scaling, or broken hairs. That needs a completely different treatment from your dermatologist. A quick nugget I would like you to consider is a round bald patch does not automatically mean permanent hair loss, but it needs the right diagnosis before the treatment. A critical red flag that you should note about is to seek early evaluation. If the patch is growing fast, multiple patches appear, or you start losing eyebrows, eyelashes, or even beard hair. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, please consult a dermatologist at practo.com. Next question. I am a 28-year-old man and my doctor mentioned PRP and a hair transplant. What is the difference and which one should I actually do? A PRP and hair transplant are very different treatments. In PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma, a small amount of blood is taken and processed and injected into the thinning areas of the scalp. It aims to stimulate follicles that are still present and may improve the thickness of existing thin hair. But PRP does not really create new follicles in a completely bald area. It usually needs multiple sessions, possible maintenance, and results can vary from person to person. A hair transplant, on the other hand, is a surgical procedure. Healthy follicles are removed from a donor area, usually at the back or sides of the scalp, to the area where there is balding or severe thinning. These transplanted follicles can give long-lasting hair growth. But a transplant does not stop the remaining non-transplanted hair from thinning further. So medical treatment may still be needed before or after the surgery. And the right choice depends on whether your follicles are still thinning or already absent, whether the hair loss is stable, the quality of your donor area, and what result you realistically expect. One quick nugget you should consider is PRP tries to strengthen existing follicles, whereas a transplant moves follicles into new areas where enough hair is no longer present. If you are facing this confusion, consult a verified dermatologist or a hair transplant surgeon at Practo.com and get an assessment. The first step in treating hair loss is not choosing a procedure. It is understanding what type of hair loss you actually have. A receding hairline, temporary shedding, and a sudden bald patch all need different treatment plans. Avoid relying on supplements, hair oils, or commercial packages without a diagnosis. For personalized guidance, consult a verified dermatologist on Practo.